Alright guys, in this video today, we're going to be going over a couple of Pokemon card investment ideas that I have on my radar right now that you guys might want to get on your radar. Maybe they're things you already own, you want to consider expanding your position into. Maybe there's something you want to start a new position into. I don't know, but these are 5 different ideas that I have for things that I think will, not only have a chance to do well in 2026, but predicting the short term can be a little bit difficult, but I think have a very, very bright future ahead of them and some very strong fundamentals at the very least. So the first of these being the Mega Charizard XEX Ultra Premium Collection, obviously part of the Phantasmal Flames set. That is, a somewhat new collection that's still being printed and still being produced and stuff like that. So in the short term, there's some things going against Phantasmal Flames. There's some things going against this Ultra Premium Collection in particular, but that also is keeping the prices at not absolutely ridiculous, rates. Like right now, this is on Collector, they're valuing it at about $145, but also you can see here on TCG Player, you can get it for as low as $135, and a ton of people are actually finding this in stores right now out there, I think for $120 or something like that. So right now, because of all the printing, because of all the availability, that means we're getting pretty reasonable prices. But zoom out 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, this is not always going to be the case. And I think here you have, again, a premium product, the Ultra Premium Collection. It's a Charizard. It's a sick display. It looks really cool. The whole Charizard stuff from Phantasmal Flames is stuff that people are really excited about. I think, a premium collectible with an iconic Pokemon on it, especially Charizard, is just an absolute no-brainer, especially if you can pick it up at not insane prices. If we're talking about back here for $350 or even $250 or even $200, that's a different story. But now being able to get these things closer and closer and closer to $100, I think this is a no-brainer smash hit going forward in the future. The only thing I dislike about Ultra Premium Collections and products like this is that they're so big, they're so bulky, they take up so much space, so it's hard to get a bunch of them. For some people, it's even hard to get one of them and find a place to, adequately store it and keep track of it and keep it safe and all that stuff. But if you have room, I think this is, a product that I could definitely see myself loading up on. And I have other, Ultra Premium Collections and stuff like that. And I've done very, very, very well. And again, I think this is another one that's going to do quite well. I think people are going to make some money with these investments. Another interesting product that I don't hear really people talking about at all, and I kind of am going back and forth on this, whatever, but this is the Tohoku, I don't know exactly how you pronounce this, the Tohoku Box Pokemon Center from Japan. There's actually a couple different ones of these. This is not the only one. It's a set of, I believe, 3 different cities where they have a limited edition Pikachu box, tied to their Pokemon centers and tied to their cities. This one right now is $150, but I love, personally for me, I love products like this. I love special, unique promos, unique products, stuff that's really, really, really going to stand out and be a little bit different, but also stuff that I know is going to have still, demand, liquidity, and a desire for people to get their hands on in the future, because that is, low supply, high demand. That's the things that have a chance to explode in price. And why I love this is obviously Pikachu is an iconic Pokemon, and this special box, Pokemon Center Tohoku, includes one promo card, mirror foil, called, Tohoku's Pikachu, a set of deck sleeves, a deck box, a long card storage box. Now, the only thing that sucks about these boxes a little bit is they don't have, any packs or any other cards or anything like that. Like, I love it. If they would have, some cool Japanese packs or anything like that, these things would be so expensive and so crazy. But the fact that, it's just like some accessories and just one single card doesn't make it too amazing. But again, still, you are talking about a limited Pikachu card being inside this box, and this being a special Japanese promo and whatever. Like, it just checks a lot of boxes for me. So I think all of these are pretty interesting, and I could see all of these having a bright future as well. Again, right now you can see this card. This is the Tohoku's Pikachu that comes inside of it. Right now, near mint, the lowest price on TCG Player being $138. Again, the box itself, lowest listing is like $150. So obviously, all the value of the box is coming from the card. But I don't know. Whenever I see these special Japanese promos, again, especially for big name Pokemon, I see a Pikachu, I see a Charizard, I see whatever, I'm at least keeping it on my radar. I don't own this box. I haven't bought any of these. I don't know if I'm going to, whatever, but I'm going to see what happens with them. Because again, I don't think you can go too wrong with promotional Pikachus or limited edition or special Pikachus or whatever. And again, there's a couple of other ones to look at as well. There's one with like a red Gyarados on it. That one's more expensive. If you want the cheaper, the more expensive options, whatever. It's a cool box. It's some cool cards. It's a nice display piece. It looks good in a collection. It checks a lot of boxes for me. Now, the next interesting Pokemon investment, this is one of my favorites right now, and this is something, again, where I could see myself absolutely loading up on this, and I'm kind of disappointed that I haven't already. This is the Yu Nagaba by Pokemon Eevee Special Promo Pack. The Pokemon TCG has announced a special second collaboration with artist Yu Nagaba. Again, if you've seen these cards before, you know what this is. I'll show you the cards in a second. The first collaboration with him was in July 2021. He's famous for his line illustrations. Cards in the set: Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon. Each pack contains one of these cards. So it is a pack of just a single card, but the cards inside of it, again, not only big name Pokemon, we're talking Eeveelutions, we're talking about a special promo. Here is the cards inside of them. And again, some people love the Unigaba style. Some people hate it. Some people think it's stupid. Some people think it's dumb. But they're different. They're unique. They're interesting. They stand out. And again, something that I value a lot is unique promos that stand out, but are also going to have demand and big name Pokemon. Here you have an Eevee, a Vaporeon, a Jolteon. Again, a very unique, distinct art style. You see these cards and they turn your head. You want to see what the heck they even are and what's going on. And again, if you look at the graph for this pack, these started out, we're talking January, $35. Now, a year later, we're talking $91. These have been on fire, and I get why, there's more room for them to get even more insane in the future. I don't know. I love this product. I love these cards. I love that they're doing this. I love that they're allowing him to make these. Again, it's a unique, special Japanese promo, and these are cards that are always going to have demand. There's always going to be collectors looking out there for them. And again, when you have sealed product where these are going to be getting opened up, the sealed product's going to get more rare and more rare and more rare. So I don't know. I could see these being very expensive in the future, and I'm probably gonna buy a decent amount of these. Next up, 151, obviously a Scarlet and Violet set. Now that we moved on to Mega Evolution, a lot of Scarlet and Violet stuff is going to be, going out of rotation. It's going to stop getting printed. We're going to start to see some really interesting, price hikes and price spikes on a lot of Scarlet and Violet stuff, especially the best stuff, especially the stuff that people really, really, really want. And I think 151 is definitely something that people are really, really, really going to want over the next couple years. I have the booster bundle here. Again, booster bundle the past year, $62 we're talking about a year ago. Now we're up to $110. I actually asked my girlfriend to get me this for Christmas because I like this so much. So, I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is. I picked up a 151 booster bundle here soon, but I would be totally fine, and you can swap this out with any of the 151 options out there, whether that be an ETB, whether that be the PC ETB, whether that be the booster bundle display box, whatever. I think 151 is just a very, very good set. It's a set that's going to age well from Scarlet and Violet, and again, we're starting to get to that time period where as we move on to Mega Evolutions, we're going to start to see prices pick up and prices start to spike a little bit for Scarlet and Violet. I think a lot of Scarlet and Violet stuff is going to do good over the next couple of years, especially the best stuff. And I think 151 is in that class of its own. So, I don't mind loading up on some booster bundles, and I think the ETB is really cool from the set and stuff like that as well. The final idea I have here is going to be the Crown Zenith ETB. Again, another idea here that Crown Zenith is a very, very cool set. It's a set that people like a lot, but also this ETB is very sick. Again, Lucario is a cool Pokemon, big name. You have the black, the red, the blue, his gold outline. Like, this is an ETB that just pops with good packs and good cards inside of it that people want. You got the Lucario V-Star on the inside, like whatever. This is just a very, very cool set, a very, very cool product, and I think it's got a bright future ahead of it. And again, you can see the performance over the past year, $101 all the way up to $224. It's been on fire, and I think it still has room to run from here. I think Crown Zenith is a cool set with a lot of cool cards in it, and like I said, I think this is a cool product from that set line as well. So these were 5 Pokemon investment ideas that, again, I think will do well in 2026, but more so, I think we'll have an even brighter future after that ahead of them. And I think, 5 years from now, I would not be surprised if every product we talked about in this video has had some very, very good performance and has outperformed, a lot of stuff that other people are talking about or maybe even putting their money into or whatever right now. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.